but at the same time in the world of Game of Thrones. Like, it
Mm.
looks unbelievable, but it also looks like Hogwarts Legacy, if that makes any sense. I think that's the best way to describe this game. It is not an RPG. There are 3 characters you get to play from. You do get upgraded weapons throughout the game, but it's a single player game, and there's no difficulty settings, and there's boss fights. Like, there's 3 different worlds. There's oh my god, there's biomes. The game looks unfreaking believable. And it's the most, like, wish list game. Forbes did a whole thing on it. It has more wish lists right now than GTA 6
Get out, really?
That's crazy.
That is
on
crazy.
Steam.
Shout out the boys. That's
3
good.
million wish lists on Steam right now. That's crazy to me.
That's wild.
It's
That's wild.
definitely not gonna so this year, besides GTA 6, because let's be honest, we're all gonna play the living daylights out of that game. Um, like, the game looks way too so it's Pearl Abyss is the company that makes
Mhm.
it. This game looks unfreaking believable. Like, I pre-ordered the game. Me,
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
me. Now, just to put in perspective, 3 million on wish list. Elden Ring, 2.8 million.
Wow.
Starfield, 3.1. Infamous disaster. We all know that.
True.
The day before, 3 million. Hollow Knight Silk Song, 5.2 million. But it,
Natch.
it
Price
was
point.
wish list.
Yeah.
The game was originally announced in 2019.
Mhm.
Let's be totally honest here. Black Myth Wukong, 4 million. But this is a brand new game. Like, all these other ones that I'm talking about, they had huge studios behind them. Like, 3 million on Steam, that's huge. And the reviews have come out, and I wouldn't say reviews, the impressions have come out about the game, and everything that I talked about, and you see it in all the videos, you're like, "They can't do this in a game." Even Skill Up was like, "Oh, yes, they can."
Mm.
Everything that they said they were gonna bring into the game, they brought it into the game. His biggest complaint was that they have too many systems in it. It's 'cause it's as I said to Pez, it's a lot like Breath of the Wild. There's
Mhm.
a puzzle system involved, which I still think myself and Pez are gonna truly love this game, and Wobble will never play it. He'll just put
No,
it
and
there.
that's okay. I don't need to. I'll hear
Exa
from you.
He'll rent it from the
exactly.
library in about 6 years.
Dude, I do rent games from the library, but still,
I know.
it has all these systems. He just says that it tries to hit you over the head with all of them in the first 6 hours of the game, and it's hard to remember them all, and sometimes when you're doing a puzzle, it doesn't tell you how to do it. Doesn't
Ah.
really help you. So, we'll see. Um, I'm excited about the game, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the trailer. I'm looking at the Steam page right now. It looks fun. It looks fun. And I think games
You get to ride a
sometimes
dragon, dude.
I mean, I think games sometimes get away from fun, and this just looks fun. There's like hacking, you can hack and slash. It looks like there's a magic system. Um, yeah, and I always worry when it comes to open world games because they have a tendency, much like Borderlands 4, they have a tendency to be very empty. Um, but Pearl Abyss has already done. They had a game called Black Desert, and it was a uh, Black Desert, an open
This
world
is
action MMORPG.
this is
Um,
Black Desert Online.
yeah.
Oh, dang. No wonder this game's got so many wish lists. I know that one.
So they so it so that game came out in 2017. English reviews on Steam, 35,000, mostly positive. Um, yeah, I mean, I have faith in this developer. That is like the only game that they've made other than Crimson Desert. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I like these kind of games. I like exploration games. I like puzzle games. If it reminds me of, Breath of the Wild, I'm in. If there is a building mechanic to it to build bases, I'm 100% in, because I like that stuff a lot, when it's done well. And it seems like this game is going to be definitely up my alley. And the minimum requirements don't look anything crazy. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it a go, and I can't wait to play it. My hope is that My hope is a few things. Number one, it's optimized well. Obviously, I'll be playing on PC. It looks like it's already controller ready. Just from the trailer, you see a lot of L3s and R3s.
And in the previews, the only thing I will say as a console player, the review copies for the game. So one, the review drops on the 18th. The game the 17th. The game releases on the 18th. They're only giving out PC reviews.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
hope it's not a
that's
Cyberpunk.
interesting.
I
Right.
hope it's not a Cyberpunk. I really hope it's not.
Right. That's the scary part of you. You know, you build these games up and then all of a sudden they run like absolute trash on console.
Poo poo doo doo is the word I like to call.
I like that. They run like poo poo doo doo on console. But my hope is Pearl Abyss has taken their time. I mean, it's almost been 10 years since Black Desert Online came out, that they really spent their time to optimize it. So yeah, I'm excited to try it. The trailer had me the moment I saw it. I love the fact that you can, you know, fight dragons and ride dragons. Yeah, I think it'll be dope. Looking forward to it. Dude, this dude in the trailer is riding a bear.
Do you see what I mean?
You gotta love that. You gotta love that. If you don't like that,
God,
there's no hope.
like
for it.
everything about this game, it's like if I feel like Pez, I feel like right now, if for optics, I am playing the Division 2. I know. I am playing it because
Okay.
there's new content in the Division 2. There was this thing that we got. We had side characters that got to walk around with us, but now they've taken them away, which is interesting. But you can either play on realism mode or on normal mode in the game now. So realism mode, like you die real quick. But they've got a bunch of new content and a bunch of new stuff you can do in the Division 2. So I'm playing that again. But I think when this game comes out, like that's all I'm gonna play. Until MLB The Show. If I get a review copy, maybe I'll email PlayStation and be like, hey, I'll do a review. I've been begging people to give me one because no one cares in the gaming world. They're like, this is the game I don't want, and I'm like,
Right.
you know who does want it though?
This guy.
Who does?
This guy right here.
Big court. This dude is riding a bear and it's mauling people. Love it. I'm in.
Yeah, just like Rene Rancourt did.
Oh, Rene Rancourt.
The Bruin.
What a beauty.
Well,
Don't
that's
ride
a good
Rene Rancourt. He's old.
Court, that's a good segue into talking about MLB The Show. Another game. Again, we can be positive here, not talking about Highguard. But there has been some news recently. The release date is coming up soon, isn't it? Probably like in the next month or so.
Oh yeah, no.
It's
It's on the 17th.
Yep.
It's oh my gosh, it's 2 weeks away. No, I love this is my favorite time of the year, and I know I haven't been super active on Twitch because NHL sucks. But like it's weird. Like Switch flips, and everyone's like, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm a baseball streamer now. This is my game.
I'm sick of playing the same NHL game. I'm gonna go play the same MLB game.
Yeah, but it's a very funny time of year when the NHL turns to a different acronym. But thoughts on any new features coming up? What's getting you excited? What are you nervous about MLB The Show from two folks who played a good amount?
Well, hold on, just give me a sec here. I'm just going
Okay,
to. I wrote something about it, so I was just gonna.
Let's go.
I had to. I had to. You got to feed the juice. You know what I mean?
That's
Gotta
right.
feed the juice.
Hold on.
Gotta get that Kool-Aid, you know?
News. I gotta make sure I can, say, hey, I'm in all over this. Oh my God, where's my art?
I'll keep stalling.
You keep
though.
talking, Pez. Oh, there it is. MLB The Show.
Gotcha.
MLB The Show. What to expect? So first of all, there's new game modes. Okay, so we've got everything to change. So your favorite mode, Diamond Dynasty, and they haven't revealed all the changes they actually did today. But World Baseball Classic is back. Negro League Season 4 is back. Well, not back. And you'll get to unlock new legends and more about the history of the Negro League. Road to the Show even gets some changes with 11 new college teams and Road to Cooperstown now, Pez.
Ooh, okay.
So the Road to Cooperstown allows you to take your creative player from high school to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Legends. As always, MLB The Show, they added new legends to the game. Last year, we got all your favorite. I got my favorite player, Jose Bautista, but this year they've added Albert Pujols, Felix Hernandez, and Roy Campanella, who've also been announced so far. But as you know, as MLB The Show fans, they always do a like slow announce. They'll announce some guys at the very beginning, and then we'll get people, halfway through the year. They have also, for those PCI players, they've added fixed zone hitting, allowing players to lock their PCI in one area for the entire at bat to support strategic approaches. Now, I feel this is better for online play. A lot of times when you're playing online, and I know Pez does this way more than me, but there's people that pretty much pitch the ball in the same spot over and over and over
Over and
again.
over.
Over and over again. So
Yep.
this will just, it'll give you some things. Other new features, big zone hitting. Um, with big zone hitting and MLB The Show, players can choose a general strike zone for the context instead of precise PCI. Using PCI is great, but it can be a big challenge for some players. And this new interface helps the less experienced players feel more involved. Okay. I think that's great. Um, Choosing a general strike zone. I think that'll help. They also have a PCI slider that gives the player more responsiveness with their play coverage indicator. My hope this allows players like me to not miss out on the game-winning home runs because I find with PCI a little bit of my timing's off, but this is gonna, have the slider on it, so like maybe get me more used to using PCI if it's a little bit more forgiving. Um, Not only did San Diego Studio add new hitting mechanics, but they also made changes to the pitching, adding bear down pitching and automated ball strike challenge system.
Ooh,
So,
let's
for those who
go.
don't understand, in Major League Baseball this year, and it's been fun to watch in preseason, you can challenge pitches. Okay. So I think this is great because even when you're playing in a video game, believe it or not, when they show it sometimes, you're like, what the heck? That's a strike. And you can challenge them now. So with bear down pitching, you get a temporary boost to your accuracy and velocity in big game moments. So my guess is with big guys, like if you're using Randy Johnson or something like that, or if you're using a closer and it's like 2 outs, 2 strikes, you're going to have, a little bit more momentum behind your pitches. The automated ball strike challenge system is something I've always wanted in MLB The Show for a couple years now, and it will finally allow me to challenge a pitch that I can plainly see the umpire got wrong. With fielding, they've added 500 new player fielding animations, which greatly needed because as a seasoned player, the animations have just gotten stale. And
Mhm.
one of the show has also included directional reaction ratings for fielders, which, if executed properly, should help players who are better defense on the field. So for me, as a Blue Jays fan, the Blue Jays are built around team defense, and for some reason in MLB The Show, they always focus on hitting and your hitting power and all those different attributes. And the hitting has always been, I feel, is pretty precise, but I have never felt that the fielding has been precise. Like a guy like Byron Buxton, I used to love him. He was just good because his speed's in the outfield in this game, but he's
Mhm.
also extremely good fielder. But I know like Jazz Chisholm, who's not a good fielder, was good in the good in the field in this game. Like that didn't make any sense. So I think this is going to help. Um, make some changes to the games. Pez, what do you think of any of these changes so far?
I think
And I'll
they're
get it.
great.
They talked about Diamond Dynasty today, so I'll go and look at it.
I think they're great. I think the more accessibility features you can give for people, especially in a baseball game, the more you'll get people to play it. Hitting in baseball games is probably one of the hardest things to do in sports games. So if you can make that easier for people, I think that again, if you can lower that bar of entry and allow them to have fun early while still learning the game, people will experience it more. You forgot to mention one important legend. Waba plays, you know him, 2008 AL MVP.
Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia
Oh,
back in it.
look at him. Five
Also,
foot four, Dustin Dirt Dog Pedroia.
also, so they're showing pool holes here. I just saw all new PXP gives you more control and lets your P5 your players faster than ever. You can customize your preferred attributes boost in the parallel mode to improve weakness or double down on strengths. So you're allowed to use your PXP points to as like an RPG, Pez.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna open more customization for they're gonna make
And
it, I
Britain,
think, quicker to P5, but then also will open up customization for your P5 players. They've also added a new type of diamond. It's called a red diamond. And I think that is 95 and higher now. And then you're like 89s to 90.
red diamond rarity, and you're more help. Yes, it's 95
Right.
and up. Just literally
Um,
looking at what you just said.
yeah. So I think it's cool. The one thing I really wish that they would do, there are two things. One, focus a little more on franchise. I'm always going to say that as a franchise player. Number 2, give me the World Baseball Classic in franchise, because I think that would just make the mode so much better. Every 3 seasons you play in MLB The Show franchise mode, bang, you go into a World Baseball Classic and you play that just like in real life. I think that would be cool. Will it ever happen? I don't know. Is it going to deter me from buying this game? No. I always have a great time playing MLB The Show, and I love that it's now called Road to Cooperstown. It would be incredible, like such an incredible troll, is if you get out of high school and then like you take a trip to Cooperstown in the game, and they're like, "All right, you made it to the Baseball
Dude,
Hall of
you
Fame."
know that they're gonna put full blown Cooperstown in this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Again, I'm excited to try it out and see what the changes are. I didn't play a ton of 25. So to be able to jump into 26, hopefully it gives me that good feeling from it did in 22. What I also like is they made incredible changes to mini seasons. Now you can either play 3 or 9 innings, and you can either play like a 7-game season or a 28-game season. So they even have like customized mini seasons, so you're not playing for forever, which I like. So I got truthfully, outside of probably a new commentary team, because it's probably time that they get one. I really don't have any complaints. I also turn off commentary in literally every sports game I play after about the first week, so it doesn't bother me. But again, I can't hate on the show. It looks like that they've added a few different jersey meshes. They have like some loose ones now, so that should help the immersion factor, especially because the graphics still look kind of dated. It still looks like a PS4 game essentially. I don't know if that's just their graphic engine or because they're still putting games out on the Switch One. Who knows? But they need to do better. They need to do better with that. Like we are, playing current gen powerful consoles. Like, get it together. San Diego Studios, what are you doing? But yeah, excited to do that, and really looking forward to jumping back into the Negro League stories, because they do such an incredible job with those. And they're coming
Oh,
back. So
some of the best.
season
Like,
4.
I am so disappointed because I really like the Derek Jeter and the Yankee stuff, and I was like, are they gonna do one on Hank Aaron? Like, give me something for all the different franchises. Like, give me one for the Blue Jays, give me one for the Boston Red Sox, give me something cool. Like, do one on Pappy, do the story of Pappy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna get it, but
No.
I can hope and dream.
Yep.
I can hope and dream, Pez. I can hope and
You
dream.
can. You can.
Look, I just named 2 games that I'm excited to play.
Look at
A
that.
new year, new court.
A positive pod. What is this?
Nani?
Nani?
Well, more to come. I mean, we'll probably be talking more MLB, which is good because I like hearing about like a mode that
Dude, the game's
values
great.
its players' time and
I will say that till I'm blue in the face. Like, I'll say this about when I got to meet the developers from EA and I got to talk to them and I get to do the review every year. I say the same thing to them over and over again. I'm like, guys, like, it's okay. Just copy what they're doing. Do you imagine if we could play NHL and you could collect hockey cards in the game, Waba?
I just can't remember what it's like to play a hockey game for more than 1 month.
That game's terrible.
I stopped playing.
But the
I'm
funny
out.
part is the gameplay is good, but their modes are terrible. Everything is pay to win in that game.
And
It's
it's all like
gross.
there's no way they're not using AI to like that's also too. I like the show, like how they do, like you said, like the lives, like moments, and cards will change. Pretty sure like there was like 2 like 89s of like the same player, and it's like they said like, oh, we're gonna have the week of Chell every week, and they like stopped. Like if people are convinced that you're having Chat GPT create your like weekly content, that's how you know
Dude,
it's
it's
not
so
great.
weird because, like,
Co-pilot.
the one thing I love about MLB The Show is if you are a baseball fan, you can follow along your favorite team in the game. If your team is doing well, you know that you're gonna get a card of that player in the game, and they're gonna have, like, say, for perfect example, like, watching the NHL last night, Macklin Celebrini was a horse for a shift, and he ended up getting an assist. He was in on everything. He got 3 assists and a goal last night, and the Sharks won that hockey game.
Disgusting.
Guy's nuts. So you would have a moment in the game where you can recreate his 3 assists. But the thing about MLB The Show, what they do, Waba, is they don't do what NHL does, where they're just like, well, we're going to make it ridiculously difficult for you to recreate these. We're going to give you like 2 minutes each period, and we know you're not going to do it. And all we're going to give you is a collectible that you're going to use
Yeah.
towards a card that you can't even get unless you put money in to buy some packs and then
1
sell off
minute,
that stuff.
21 shots. Because,
And
as that happened
yeah,
for one player.
and you have no marketplace because no one's selling on there because it doesn't matter. And there's so many things that they could do to have the Twitch drops and all that, the integration that they do with their community with MLB The Show. And when they even tried it, me and Pez for what was it, MLB The Show 24, Pez, that we hated with the seasons?
Yeah.
23 and 24. 23 and 24. And we revolted. That was one of the games where we still played it, I would say, what, 2 months, Pez? And then we're like, I just can't do this.
Yes. It wasn't a lot.
It was really bad. But you know what they did, Waba? They reverted back. And everybody was
Imagine.
happy again. And you can see it every time this game comes out, all the creators, everybody's jumping on it, all the sports creators. Because it's the game to play.
Yeah, it's good.
Because it rewards you. It rewards you.
Yeah. We had Blizzard listening to its fans in Overwatch before we had NHL fans being listened to. Imagine.
You know, we sit here and we've talked about some good games. Waba, you've been playing a good game. Talk to me about Pokemon Fire Red.
So I absolutely got caught up in the hype. So Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green came out for the Switch for $20. It's essentially a ROM. So I've been playing it on my Steam Deck.
Which is crazy, by the way.
Okay,
People paying $20 for an old GBA game.
I will say yes and no. Like, yes, I mean, I play old games anyway. The fact that you can like take it on the go on your Switch, I think it's on Switch too also. Like, that's pretty cool. But like, I'm enjoying the like, being able to play, and like my daughter was watching and she was asking me questions, but like it just all came back. And I never played Leaf Green or Fire Red. I picked Fire Red because I played like blue, yellow, red, silver, gold, and that's kind of, and like Emerald is where I stopped, or Ruby was what I played. So it's like kind of like it's like a reboot of like blue and red anyway. So it's nicer than like just the OG, and there's some like, quality of life changes I noticed. But like, it's funny to see the online reaction of like these new kids who just aren't used to just how it be. So for example, there are two Pokemon that are basically cocoons, and they have one move that is not attack. So there's no way to level it up without bringing it out and then putting it back in your bag and then having another Pokemon come out to do the battle. And that is how you level it up with shared XP manually.
Level it up.
And people are not used to that, and they're like, how do I do this? The other funny thing I'm finding is that there are shiny variants, which again, I never played one with it, and people want a shiny starter. So they are starting the game and restarting, I don't kid you, about 1,500 times to try to get a shiny starter. So I saw this tweet where someone's like 99% of the player base is still picking their starter, and the other 1% is losing a battle at a bridge so they can get an item worth money over and over again. It is just the meta rolling is wild, but it is very fun. I just beat the first gym with Charmander because I don't let something like resistances stop me. But I am having an incredible amount of fun. It feels very good, like in terms of like, just how it used to be. My only concern is I have to figure out how to evolve Pokemon that I need to trade so I can get my boy Gengar. That's going to be a big, so I'm sure I can do it with Steam Deck magic. But this is fantastic. And it's great to see everybody playing it again. And it just reminds me, and again, I haven't played a lot of the new ones, but I've seen a lot of the feedback. These games are better than the new ones. I don't care what anybody says.
Isn't there a new Pokemon game out on Switch right now?
Oh no, there's one coming called Pokopia, which is like Minecraft Pokemon.
Yeah, do you see the reviews for that?
Looks fantastic.
It's getting like
It's getting
9s.
like it has like a 90 on Metacritic right now.
So Pez, are you
That's
buying
right.
it for your daughter?
No.
Because she's gonna play the living daylights out
No,
of that game.
the only game she plays right now is Sims 4.
So would your wife play the living daylights out of that game?
No, she doesn't play video games.
Okay.
Which is good because I don't want her touching my stuff.
Because
That's right.
I
Don't
asked
touch my
Emma if
stuff.
she wanted it, and she said to me, she's like, "No, Daddy, I've got hockey stuff I've got to do." I'm like, "Oh my god." She
Like,
also plays Roblox like it's
you can do
nobody's
both.
business.
I mean, that game looks good. It's not a game for me. Maybe not yet. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even have a Switch 2. My daughter like wanted Minecraft because like her friends play it, and so we bought it, and she doesn't understand how to play, but I also don't understand how to play. So it's kind of tough. So she just plays Gabby's Dollhouse and Bluey. Shout out outright, not an ad. And she's already beaten the game, and so she's just trying to get pancakes in that game or whatever. And it's just, I don't know. It's nice, but yeah, Pocopia or whatever. Like I think it'll be cool, and I think once my daughter can read, which she's working on it very hard, she'll get there soon. But I think it would be cool to be able to play like a Pokemon game with her, or like she has Animal Crossing and like those types of things where there's reading. It's good practice. You don't realize you're learning how to read. But Pokemon, yeah, I think it'd be a fun game for her. But she does need to, she'll get there, and it would be fun to be able to play it along with her and trade and all that stuff, and then defeat her.
Pocopia right now an 88 on Metacritic.
That's wild.
That's
These people on
crazy to
Metacritic.
me, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what's Highguard at? No, I'm kidding.
It is it might be the highest rated game so far this year.
That's crazy.
I'll have to double check that. It is crazy.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Pez, you've been playing some things as well, correct?
Yeah, so it's been so Steam Next Fest, which just ended, came out. For those that don't know, it's a celebration of just a lot of like indie games and games in general with a ton of demos. So your boy spent some time, some long, some short, some time playing some demos. And I'm gonna talk about them, and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna bleep and listen to me. So there are 5 I think I can talk about in good, with some substance. Number 1, all of these minus the last one are on 3dadsconsole.com. You can go check out my impressions. The first is Scott Pilgrim EX. So for anyone that has played Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, it is essentially not a sequel to it, but it is made by Tribute Games, the folks that made Shredder's Revenge, which is chef's kiss, great game. It is a beat 'em up, same style again as the original game. Music is done by Automatic Gucci, aka Anamanaguchi. So they are so I hit wobble with the Automatic Gucci. He wasn't expecting it. So they did the soundtrack again. The soundtrack is incredible. Essentially in this game, you start off as Scott Pilgrim, Metal Scott, who seems to be the big bad. He has stolen the rest of Sexpa Bomb. And your job is to go get them back. It is a co-op game up to 4 players. If you start in co-op, you can open up Ramona Flowers, Lucas Lee, and the girlfriend that I can't remember what her name was. Oh, Roxy Richter. And so you can play as one of them. And it's just a really fun beat 'em up. Great visuals. It plays in it's modern day Toronto. But it's taken over by like a group. You got the group of demons, you got the group of the vegans, it's kind of that Scott Pilgrim funny world. Very good game. Had a lot of fun. Played it for about 20-25 minutes. Would recommend. #would recommend. Second one should not surprise anybody. Coffee Talk Tokyo. It's great. It's great. It's great. If you like Coffee Talk games, you should play it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Whoever's eardrums I just blew out, my apologies, because that was my ADHD.
It's his vocal tick.
I have Trump Tourette's. So if you've played any of the Coffee Talk games, again, same style. You are a barista. You brew drinks for your customers that come in. This time it's in modern day Tokyo. A lot of references to Japanese lore, yokai, whatever. There are some callbacks to the first 2 games, episode 1 and episode 2, Hibiscus and Flowers, or I think it's called. Again, a really great game. I probably spent 15 minutes in the demo. You learn about these couple new characters. Again, you serve drinks. You can now make ice drinks, which I thought was a nice switch. Vibrant. The music slaps. Still that extreme lo-fi coffee house vibe that you would expect from a game like this. Really enjoyed it. Will be a day one purchase. That comes out May 21st of this year. I played a game called Windrose, and let me tell you something about Windrose. Open world pirate themed survival game. Sounds dope,
Yar.
right? Sounds pretty dope. Sounds cool. In the beginning, I hated it. I was like, I don't like survival games. I don't like when I have to eat or drink, but I've come to realize you actually don't have to drink anything. So you don't have to drink it all in this game. And you eat, you do have to eat, but it does things like increases your max HP or for a certain amount of time. But it is your typical survival game. You get dropped. You are this like famous captain. Your ship gets attacked. You wake up on this island, and you have to figure out how to get your ship, and that's it. So I've really enjoyed it. The base building is super crisp. It's really good. It reminds me of Grounded and Enshrouded, with the building mechanics are very, very good. There are, it doesn't hold your hand, so it'll tell you like go get clay to smelt copper ingots, copper ore into bars. It doesn't tell you where the copper is, so you have to run around like a crazy person. It's frustrating at times. That really pissed me off. I actually rage uninstalled it because I was like, I can't find where this stupid thing is. It's really pissing me off. I'm done. But I came back and I'm really enjoying it. What I need to find out from this game is, what does the naval combat look like? Can I do it in the demo? And if I can, is it any good? Because obviously, if you're going to do a pirate game, you want naval combat to be good. 4-person co-op, PvE only. There is no PvP in this game. So 4-person co-op. I think it's coming to consoles, but I don't know if it's going to have crossplay. But I went from hating it to really liking it. So I wish listed it, but it's going to be a wait and see for me. Another one called Racoin, Coin Pusher Roguelike. Game's boring and it sucks.
What? So those are PlayStack is doing that.
Yeah, so PlayStack's publishing it.
Yeah, they're
Do Raccoon is creating it, and it's a 3-person dev team from China. 3-person dev team from China, and very big Balatro vibes on it. You essentially are playing a coin pusher game. Your goal is to obviously push coins into the till. You meet your goal, you finish that stage, you go into the shop, you buy your stuff, you do it again. Unlike Balatro, what I didn't enjoy about this game is there is no variety. It is literally a coin pusher, and that's it. It's not like Balatro where you can mix and match with the hands and you have your jokers, and then you could build and do runs, and it can be crazy. I played about 15 minutes and made it through about 4 stages and went, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I love those games though. Like, go to the arcade, you see like, trying to, my kid likes playing those games now. So, I mean, I get invested. I just wish it didn't cost as many points on your card to do
Listen,
it.
everyone loves a good...
It's American pachinko.
Everyone loves a good Charles Entertainment Cheese coin pusher game, but not on Steam. I played it and said to myself, like, I could just play Balatro. Yeah, like, I could just go play Balatro. It reminds me of Balatro. I could just go play Balatro. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the coin pusher machine mechanic just isn't engaging enough for me, because you get to choose where you spit the coins out left and right, but you don't get to choose distance. It just kind of happens, and yeah, no thanks. Last one I played is called Lootbound. Lootbound is it is in the style. I don't think you guys have played have either of you played Blasphemy?
No.
It is Blasphemy was an indie game, and it had like this like 16-bit Sega Genesis style graphics. This has that. It was really good. It was fun. It's a turn-based roguelike. Shocking. I have a love for these kind of games. Turn-based roguelike where you essentially go into a dungeon and you follow a path and you fight or you do a thing or talk to your deity or whatever, and it's just one of these fun sit back and enjoy games that runs really well, looks really well. This is going to be really nitpicky. I hate some of the sound effects in the game. They just sound muffled, and I'm like, dude, you could do such a better job with this, but that's such a stupid thing. That one also, just like Windrose, doesn't have a release date, I believe. But I really liked it. Hold on. It comes out. Oh, it says it releases February 19th, 2026, but that's not true because you can't buy it yet. So RIP release date, I guess.
Oh, yikes. That's I don't know if that's a sign or not.
I don't know. Shout out Lootbound. And then I have a couple other games. There's a game called Outbound I haven't played yet. And I played Way of the Hunter 2. So it's essentially a hunting game. Beautiful graphics. I suck at hunting games. And it's like a realistic hunting game where you have to, track your prey, and if you shoot it, you have to go find the blood splatter and follow it, and you have a dog that can go find footprints and blah blah blah. And I'm just like really not. I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at me, I'm not an outdoorsman. So not my cup of tea.
The last hunting game I played was one I got for free back in the day. It was like on a burned disc, and it was like Ted Nugent's.
Are
I
you
didn't know who that was
serious?
at the time, like hunting, and so I knew how to get a ticket for like a deer, and I didn't really understand the game. And anytime you shot the deer, you go cat scratch fever.
Oh,
I didn't
that is
understand
awful.
because I was in like middle school, and frankly
is-
I still don't understand. I know
that
it was
is
his song, but
awful.
like, yeah. Yeah, you know what? 3 out of 10. Go check out Ted Nugent's
No, don't.
Buck Hunter.
Don't. You're hunting.
Is
with
that
Ted
on Steam
Nugent?
Deck?
Probably teenagers, dude. Don't play that.
Can I even find that? I don't know.
No. Why would you? Watch. It's probably like a rare $1 million game.
Ted Nugent Wild Hunting Adventure. I don't even need to buy it. You can just play it on your browser.
Ugh, gross.
You can just download it for free.
Gross. It's gross.
Yikes. Oh, it looks just like oh my gosh, this game looks worse than I thought. Anyway, Ted Nugent hunting game on 3 Dads console soon.
No.
All right, folks. Any final thoughts before we say goodbye to the folks?
No, man.
I will not be on next week's show. We have a track banquet. And if you will
Don't
be
do
at
drugs,
PAX,
kids.
if you'll be at PAX at the end of March, don't forget we do signings out by the dumpster. But I'm not going to
That's right.
swear this time.
Bring your Venmo.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
folks.
bring your Cash App.
Who do you want to meet? People who are actually voice actors in Baldur's Gate or us? We know the answer.
We'll
see
voice
you
that.
there.
Hey, look at me, boppa da boopy. See, I did an Italian guy. Nailed it.
Mafia. All right, folks. We will see you next week if I can figure out how to make my OBS work 3 months after building a new computer. Bye, folks.
Okay.